Hello, my dears. Today we are on a rooftop and it is beautiful weather outside. Hopefully my camera can handle the heat. I had a lot of comments in regards to how I speak and how I articulate my thoughts, and with the ample amount of requests, I have decided to try to tell y'all my process and how I speak. So I would like to start off by saying that I was not born this way. I definitely did not know what my own voice sounded like until more recently. I've said it before and I'll say it again that I am such a advocate for therapy. I have been participating in talk therapy for 4 years, and it was truly within, I think, the first 3 months where I started to hear my own thoughts rather than everyone else's opinion and what I should be doing, what's the logical thing to be doing, what is technically the smart, efficient, and beneficial route for me to go about my day, to go about my career, to go about my relationships. And I remember walking into my first therapy session where she asked me, okay, so how do you feel and who are you? And just tell me a bit about yourself. And I was so silent. I had no words to share with her. I wasn't giving her a lot to work with. And she said, okay, where in your body do you feel a tenseness? What shape does that tension hold? Is it a cube? Is it a triangle? What color does it hold? Even with her guidance within my first session, I told her, if I were to be a color, I would be the color blank. I wouldn't even be the color white, nor gray, nor black. I would just be blank. I would be no color. I have no idea. And she said, okay. She said, okay, let's go from there. And with me not being able to be in tune with my own body of where I was holding tension down to what color I was feeling, how could I expect myself to articulate actual emotions pertaining to actual situations that were going on in my life? So after about, I think 2-3 months, I walked in and I sat down so confidently and I told her, I'm sad. I remember her blinking and being taken a bit aback, saying whoa, Lucy, that is the first time that you could just tell me an emotion that you were feeling. I was like, yeah, it feels good to know that about myself. And after about another month, I told her, how is it possible that I feel better? How is it possible that I feel this sort of center within myself, this pillar that I am starting to understand where the markings are, where the engravings are, what it looks like, and the shape that it changes into? How is that possible? She said, okay, well, realistically, we only talk for about 1 hour per week. In our brain, we have all of these neural pathways. With the exposure of my guidance of, okay, is it possible that you felt disappointed with this case scenario? There you go. I have opened a neural pathway of, disappointment is an option to feel. So therefore, when you take a step outside of this office for the rest of the 6 days and the rest of the hours of this week, you carry that with you now. And realistically, that one lesson is said within 1 minute. So I remember the first year of therapy I did, every time I left the session, I would always instantly jot down everything that we had covered because there were just so many neural pathways that I wanted to keep track of. I also had trust within my body that, okay, it'll store the information itself, but I was also just so intrigued and so grateful that I had these new skills to myself now, and I guess that's how I can now articulate myself. Just an accumulation of all of these tricks, these neural pathway tricks that I have unlocked. And I understand that therapy isn't accessible to everybody, nor is it affordable for everybody. So there are other ways of where we can find therapeutic approaches, such as speaking with our friends, being in community, and doing things that we are truly passionate about and that we love. I see comments of y'all saying, oh, this video is so therapeutic to me. I myself am not a therapist. However, I would hope that you'll feel connection and empathy with me, because here I am for you. I've never met you, but hopefully some way I can open these neural pathways for you, because they have done me a world difference. Like, truly my whole life shifted. And I guess once that shift was made, or once those neural pathways were opened, then I was able to find my morals within them, find my principles, my ground, and my foundation. And when I started speaking them out, I was confident and I was proud with what I was saying, because I knew in my heart that what I was saying was right to me. It wasn't anyone else's thoughts. Sure, we are influenced based off of who we surround ourselves with, but I think because I have grown this stronger intention with my principles, I have surrounded myself with people that blend well with mine. Not saying that you should be friends with everybody that is exactly like you. I think it's beautiful that I am able to be complementary with the people around me and be open to change of, even though I have these principles within myself that I am very proud to obtain, I am still a growing person. No matter how old you are, even if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, no matter how old or young you are, we are still growing and changing. So I think it's so beautiful that we can learn anything and everything with each other. It's just up to you to draw the boundaries of what do you want to learn and what do you not want to learn. As time passes and the more I find peace with where I put myself and where I spend my time with myself, the decision-making process has become a lot shorter. Now it is just based off of instinct. So I say practice. If you are nervous with how you speak or how you articulate your thoughts, say it. Say it out loud. And I journal. I journal so much. It's the best way of how I can find that I empty out the mental trash. Maybe I won't say trash. It's like cleaning your room. I'm cleaning my mind. And journaling is one of the best forms I found in doing that. Some people can journal by collaging, some people can journal by writing, some people can journal by drawing. But personally for me, I think I'm a bit more analytical, and apparently I've been told that I am methodical. So I really liked being able to write it out and see my thought process of, okay, this journal is a place that is only for me and no one else is going to see this. So I said this, and this is how I felt about it. Do I feel any sort of guilt? Do I feel any sort of shame? Do I feel like I displeased the crowd around me? You can write about how you saw that it affected somebody else. Nick didn't find my joke funny, but look at that sentence. That sentence is about Nick, not about you. Then you can kind of break down of, okay, but did I find it funny? And if not, then why did I say that? Did I do it to try to come off as funny? Well then, what do I find funny? What do I find humorous? And answer the question. I know it can get pretty abstract and difficult, but answer as much as you can. Even when words don't make sense for the answer, start using shapes, start using colors. I don't think I was very much a visual person until I was allowed to be. Allow yourself to be as strange as you want in your expression and discovery within yourself, because once again, that journal is for you. No one else is reading that. You can get as cringy as you want in there, because it is a place for you to understand. Understanding is not supposed to be clean cut. Understanding is like this pot of soil. This pot of soil is you, and there is a seed inside of it that is a true, actual characteristic of you. Whether the seed is named charm, whether the seed is named intelligence, whether the seed is named lazy, it is somewhere within this pot of dirt. And it's so easy for us to receive all of the words that people have thrown at us, whether it be people of authority figures like our parents, teachers, or peers like our friends. It is just the nature of humans to express our opinions, but not all opinions are truth. If someone gives you an opinion of, oh, you're a lazy person, I think that you are not hardworking, check in with yourself. Am I a hardworking person? If you can think of examples of where you have been or you are, then it is somewhere within you. Some people are wrong. Some people are just straight up wrong, especially when it comes to saying about who you are. But once again, you have to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, have I not been hardworking lately? Do I want to be that person that was hardworking in the past but not presently? What can I do to change that? Also, what is my definition of hardworking? Is it how much money I have? Is how I can measure how hardworking I am? Is it how tired I am before I go to sleep? Figure out what each word means to you. I guess that's how I was able to articulate my thoughts and myself and my emotions, because I have a strong definition within each word I say. I also have a curiosity for other people's definitions too. My definition of hardworking is quite different from yours, and I think that can spark a pretty fun conversation as to, can I get an example of what you find hardworking? So yeah, I think I have yapped enough. I hope in some sort of way maybe this video helped you. If not, I hope you enjoyed the scenery with me, and I hope y'all know in a way y'all give me so much purpose, so much value within my life, and I have never felt more heard or seen with such a kind crowd. I am so blessed to have been given the community of the Deers. So if y'all need to find community within each other, we have a Discord link. Y'all be nice in there. I'll kick you out if not. And yeah, sometimes I'll drop in and I'll ask some random questions to maybe spark some introspection, or at least just some conversation between y'all, because once again, we are rooted in connection with each other. I understand real life human connection can get pretty difficult. Definitely strive for that always. But if you really need an honest opinion, then I say drop it in the Discord chat and see what happens. I wish you 30 minutes of no screen time and laying out under a tree or the sun, as well as a cup of hot tea after your dinner. It turns out it's very good for your body to just like introduce warmth to it. I wish you fresh air and hot tea. Well, okay, it's getting hot. Thank you so much, my romantics, and I will see you next week. Bye. Sorry guys for my mark. I picked up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so guys, I'm okay.